What did the Arctic monkeys say when they were playing Riichi Mahjong? Used to be the one that calls run, now you're only wishing you could call upon. Open up your hand for half outside, stumbling cause you cannot decide. Oh, that hand's no fun, it's only one hun. Jealous cause the dealer just called sumo on a Mangan. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Look, I'm not gonna mince any words with you. It's been a roller coaster of a match history, okay? Let's open it up. Take a look at it really quick. We got a 10 out of 10 Waluigi mustache. No other way of describing it. Let's get back in there and try to make the right side as long as the left. How am I doing today? Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. I have one thing to tell you, okay? Before today's video recording, I did a thing. I did a household task. I noticed that the shower drain wasn't draining as normally as it should. So I cleaned the shower drain. And there's this thing, and I'm not gonna gross you out, okay? I promise. It's because I know people, like, I get grossed out very, very easily. So I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna be very polite about it, okay? There's this thing that you can buy that's like, I don't know if you ever played Beyblade back in the day, but you know how Beyblades had that like ripcord? It's like a Beybladian ripcord, but for your shower drain that just like, you know, hooks and catches on everything. Dude, when I tell you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, we need a fifth shape. It's either gonna be on this 4 or this 7. If we pawn the West Wind, what are we gonna discard? Probably this 7. Because this could probably be our pair. Arguably, just throwing the 7 is fine. Wowzers, this is good. We're one tile away from Tenpai. If we draw into a white dragon, we can have a double-sided Riichi white dragon. Anyway, basically, I cleaned my shower drain and I pulled out a creature. Okay, that's as gross as it's gonna get. Oh, I pulled out my significant other. She was giving me moral support as we were doing it, helping by bringing a lot of stuff, a lot of wipes and stuff. It was bonkers. It was absolutely bonkers. I felt like I built a lot of character. Ay. So I feel braver now, you know what I mean? I feel like the master of my own domain. I feel like I could conquer the world. That's pretty good. Are there other things going on in my life? Well, there's nothing going on in the game. Just kidding. A crossword calls the Riichi on the 3 of bamboo. Okay, well, I honestly, here's what I think. I know our hand is very not valuable, but I think if we have the chance to pawn into a white dragon, I think I might go for it here. I might pawn the white dragon, get into Tenpai. That might be the kiss of death for us. Like, I don't know if we're ever going to be able to get rid of this 4 of circles, but it's not necessarily all ogre for us. I can't do this. It's a pure double sequence. I can't do this. So what I'm gonna try to do instead is just go for an all simples hand. I know it's not looking great. But I don't want to risk it all for you know what is essentially one han, right? And I know, like, even if we get into Tenpai with all simples here, it's still only one han. I think I'm gonna chi this. Lord, tell me no, I'm not gonna chi this. I'm not gonna chi this because we have 2 other safe tiles that we could discard here. We're still bing chillin' right now, okay? I know it doesn't look great, but we're still bing chillin', and we don't want to deal into a Riichi in East 1. We just don't want to do it. We don't want to do it. Especially if our hand is not worth risking the family farm for. There's a 3 of characters. I can call Riichi again. I have to get rid of the 4 to do so. This is like a really good... Oh, man. But it's only one Han! It's only one Han. I know, dude. I know. And I know the early Riichi is just like not a good Riichi most of the time. Most of the time. If we draw a 6 of bamboo here, I'll feel adequately punished by the gods in heaven. But sometimes when you have an all simples hand, I mean, it's all simples, pinfu, pure double sequence. It's not bad. Wow! In my defense, okay? He's about to actually give it defense, so hear me out here. Oh my god, we're gonna run out of safe tiles to discard. Okay. Oh my. In my defense, 4 of characters, which we needed to discard in order to make our dreams come true, 4 of characters could actually deal us in. They could be waiting on a 4-7. It's actually like, you know, it's not outside of their own possibility. They could be waiting on a 5-8 as well. 5-8 is also a huge possibility because the 8 of characters is the Dora. They were waiting on an 8 of bamboo. Oh my god. All right, so what did we give up there? What did we give up there? I mean, arguably, like, that was an early Riichi, so we could have played more aggressively. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if you're watching along at home, you're like, oh, I feel deep pain. And I feel you, dude. I'm on your side. I want to win too. But I also think that playing defensively, it's not even defensively. I think it's just playing solid Mahjong, okay? I think is the right move more often than not. I genuinely think so, okay? Because, like, honestly, my advice to people that are just like getting new into Mahjong and like oh, hang on, what are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 6 shapes in our hand. I'm going to discard this 8-9 shape. I'm gonna discard this 8-9 shape. The reason that I'm keeping this 8 first and foremost is because if we happen to draw another 8, I might throw my 1s away and go for an all simples hand. Usually I would get rid of the 8 first because it's a more dangerous tile. But anyway, if you're like new to the game, I might even go for all simples here. 1, 2, 3, 4, but we'll like draw something around this. I don't know. Maybe throwing away the 1s here is a little bit too premature. Maybe it's Maybelline though. This is not looking that bad. So what is the nut draw right now? Nut draw, 5 of characters. Secondary nut draw, which is the name of my slam poetry anthology. Secondary nut draw, another 3 or another 8 of circles. The 1-3 doesn't really help us here, but it does put us 1 tile away from tenpai. It's not a good tenpai. In fact, I would call it a bad grandpa, okay? It's not a good tenpai at all. There's a 3-4. It's not, I mean, arguably, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Folks, this is your pilot speaking. Just wanted to let you know that I don't know what I'm doing and I'm scared. We're still 1 tile away from tenpai. I'm not a, Lord, tell me how to say con to this. I'm not about to con my entire life savings away. No siree, no thank you. No thank you. We still want to see a 5 of characters, right? But we can also use this as our pair if we so choose to. It's just, it's a little difficult. It would necessitate us drawing another 6 to really make it work. We're in the dealer seat right now. I'd love to stay in the dealer seat for a little bit longer. Anyway, my advice to people, you know, playing Mahjong and trying to get out of like the silver room, for example, is just to like fold, like if someone else calls Riichi, like maybe consider folding, you know, like maybe just like do a cute little fold. And so I think that it's not like that like philosophy goes away in the Jade Room, but I think it's also very easy to be disheartened by, you know, it's very easy to be disheartened if you see like confirmation bias or like things like hey, Yusong, you really should have pushed there. Like, yeah, but like we've made some pretty masterful defensive reads, if I do say so myself. You know how Aaron Sorkin is probably like leading the masterclass on oh my god, 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 it's the most valuable hand of all time. It's the most valuable. It's not the most valuable hand of all time, but it is like a hand of all. Send me a postcard when you get there so I know you got there safely. See you in the Shadow Realm, bozo. All simples, 3 Dora, sitting in the dealer seat for a fake dealer Mangan. Let's go, baby. Point is, I think playing defensive, pretty pog. Pretty pog chimp. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, this is weird. We got a triplet of the South Wind, so it's not like we're gonna be able to go for all simples or Riichi Pinfu or anything of the sort. The red 5 of characters is our worst tile right now. So is the Dora. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm gonna throw away the red 5. Like, we could still accept a 1-4 or a 6-9 in this hand. I'll absolutely be okay with it. I might even go sicko mode. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I love that. I think if we don't draw anything around the Dora too, I'm gonna go sicko mode and discard the Dora because, wow. Okay. I'm going to do this because I know we could throw this away and keep our 2-3 and our 7-8 alive. But what I'm thinking is like, this can still accept a 1 of circles or a 2 of circles. Like if we're going to have one too many shapes in our hand, then maybe we keep our shape that's... should I just... I've thrown this away and then you know what? You know what was actually right there? Oh my God. And let me know if you think that this was right too. But I think we should have kept the 7-8 and the 2-3. And we should have thrown away this 3. And guess what? We should have started throwing away the 1s after that. This hand might still work out for us, but maybe we were just supposed to throw this away because like with the 2-3 shape, we have 4 copies of the 1 and 4 copies of the 4, 8 tiles total. With this shape, 2 copies of this left. 4 copies of the 2 of circles. That's only 6 tiles. So you know what? This shape, even though it feels good, even though it's like a 3 tile shape instead of a 2 tile shape, I think it's just worse than the double-sided weight that we had in. Look at this, a little confirmation bias. Or I don't even know if it's a bias, but just like a thing staring us in the face. And unfortunately, I mean, it's panning out okay, but this was really, really unlikely, right? There was only one of circles left in the whole game. If you're gonna make me salivate, if you're gonna make me JD salivate, that's dumb. If you're gonna make me salivate, you would give me another 3 of bamboo, and then I would absolutely call Riichi on this hand. This is also a great opportunity here. We have now landed ourselves in a perfect 1 away. So if no matter what tile we draw to get into Tenpai, we will be able to call Riichi on at least a double-sided weight or a 2 tile weight, right? And that feels pretty good. Like even if we draw like a 1, we can discard this and be on a double-sided weight. Crossword calls the Riichi. What are we thinking here? They probably are not waiting on the white dragon. I'm just here waiting on the world to change. If we can end this game, this is unfortunate. This is a Riichi Sumo Ipatsu. They're waiting on a 5 of characters. I threw away 2 of those. Who's the poor sap sitting in the dealer's seat while this... It's me. It's me. All right, that's unfortunate. Also, this is how you know that God has a cruel sense of humor, because this was the player that was emoting a lot at the start of the game. It goes to show you no nice deed goes unpunished. The nice deed in this case being not emoting, resisting the urge to go goblin mode, right? All right, what do we have going on here? We got a lot of circle tiles. We can accept the door, the 4 of circles, and we would feel pretty good about doing it too. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're looking for a 5th shape, right? And we're not super happy with this 1, 1, 2. Like this 1, 1, 2, we can accept a 3, 4 tiles, right? Or we can accept a 1, 2 tiles. That's not that good. That's not that good. Like with the 5, I know this is weird because it doesn't finish the shape, but we can accept a 4 or a 6 or a 3 or a 7, and that's like 12. Or rather like 16 tiles though. I mean, it wouldn't finish the shape, right? What are you on, antidepressants? But like it wouldn't finish the shape, but then we would I don't know. It still feels okay. Like this 1, 1, 2, at least it's just not a 1, 2, right? Okay, there's a 4, 5. I'm okay with it. I guess I'll throw the 5 away and keep this just in case me. All right, a crossword is willing to throw the door, which means that they have some good stuff going on. A little bit scary. A lot of the 6s are dripping down the drain. I would love to have one of those in my hand before we get too far into the game. How am I feeling otherwise? Like outside of this legendary sport that is Riichi Mahjong? Hang on. 2, 2, 3. I think I'm about to go sicko mode and get rid of this because I really want to be able to accept the Dora here, which is the 4 of circles. I can't do that. I think what I'm going to get rid of next is... Dude, all my tiles, all my apes gone. Okay, we are really close to Tenpai. What do we want to see? Nut draw is the Dora. It's going to be the Dora. Would I call Riichi with this hand? Nah, I wouldn't. Because, like, we would be waiting on a 2 or a 9, but the 2 is already a dead tile, and there's only one 9 of circles left in the entire game, and so that does not feel very good. A crossword with the Riichi. That's fair. That's fair. They've discarded a 2 of characters. I'm also going to discard a 2 of characters. I got a big booty, so they call me Big Booty. I'm also going to huge fold here, and that's a good tile. That's unfortunately a good tile. We have what do we have here? I don't know, but we have some good stuff here. It looks like Left Lord might also be folding. They've discarded nothing but pairs since since a crossword is called Riichi. Maybe they were going for all triplets or something. That was your first mistake, believing in all triples. This is inside Tsuji, but I'm not going to even go for it. Like, they could have a 3-5 in their hand, right? How many 3s are available? I mean, there's only 1 3 left in the entire game. Right Lord throwing a 5 of circles. Wow. Very bold indeed. They just threw a 4. So here's the thing. If I call Riichi here, it's like actually the worst Riichi of all time. I'm not going to call Riichi here. I'm going to sit in Tenpai and hope that, you know, with 4, oh my god, we would have had it. I mean, we wouldn't have known if Right Lord was going to still discard the 9 had we called Riichi. It looks like they're going to play pretty aggressively. But I don't like, I genuinely think that what we're doing here is right. I know it looks bad. I know it looks bad, but I think it's correct. This allows us to stay in Tenpai. Yeah, I'm not going to call Riichi with that. This allows us to stay in Tenpai. It's feeling pretty good, like a Michael Bublé song. Would I pawn a 2 or a 3? I mean, I guess I could pawn the 3 and avoid another draw from the wall, I suppose. We only have to get rid of 1 more tile. Okay, now we're in Tenpai. This is feeling pretty pog. We don't want to see an under the sea or under the river. Perfect. This is a perfect way to end this round. What were they waiting for? A 3 or a 6 of circles? I was very, very scared to get rid of my 3. There's not a lot of safety. We get in there for a clean 1,500 points. Let's go. I mean, outside of the legendary sport of Mahjong, I was talking, maybe I thought this was very interesting. Like, my significant other and I, we've been dating for like, maybe like, we're close on 3 years, right? It's been a long time. Definitely it's been a long time. And we've been playing Magic the Gathering for maybe like 1 year in those 3. So just to give you like a sense of the commitment and stuff. I don't know what I even mean by that. I'm just memeing. And we were talking about like the idea. This is very scary, okay? This is very scary. I don't know if, you know, the people at home are going to get nervous listening to me talk about this. But we were talking about how moving in as a couple, which is not something that we're averse to, but we want to like do it right. We want to like plan it carefully. We don't want to like we don't want to slide into moving in together, you know, like all of a sudden, oopsie daisy, now we're moved in together. Nice Riichi Pinfu shape that we're about to have, by the way. Maybe 1 2 3 mixed triple sequence, but it maybe actually though we could use the 5 as our pair if we draw into a 3. It wouldn't feel that bad. Left Lord is discarding some gas right now. I can't really chi that. Lord, tell me how to say chi to this. I think I'm supposed to discard like a dangerous tile here. This is so close to the door. Left Lord's willing to discard the door. What's even going on here? Like we're the start of a Crazy Frog song. Maybe it's foolish to try to keep the 1 2 3 Sanshoku dream alive. The 1 2 3 mixed triple dream alive. I mean, they got what? Seatwind, red 5. Seatwind, red 5, maybe the potentiality for all triplets, all yiplets. Anyway, we're talking about the idea of moving in together and how it's basically marriage light. Like it's marriage, comma, light, you know? It's basically marriage is what we were realizing. I'm gonna get rid of this 5. I mean, they're willing to throw away the Dora. I don't think they have anything around the Dora. What could they have? Like maybe like a 4-5? And they just want to throw this away and have the like maximum tile acceptancy. Even if they did have a 4-5, this is an okay discard. This is, you've heard of okay computer, but okay discard. So the tile that we're gonna have to get rid of is this 2 of characters, but it doesn't seem like they could have like a 3-4 or anything, right? I'm gonna get rid of it right now because if they had a 3-4, they would cannibalize some of their own weights having pawned this 5 of characters. Can we get rid of the 8? 2 7s are visible on the board. This 8 is actually a little bit tricky. I think they could be waiting on a 5-8. They could have a 6-7 in their hand. I mean, no, there's 3 7s available. They probably don't have a 6-7 of circles in their hand, but it's not impossible. It's not even Kim possible. So you're not gonna like this. We're in Tenpai, but it's like not even a real Tenpai. So the reason that I'm doing this pawn right now is because I think I don't have a good chance at like winning this hand. I don't think I have a good chance at winning this hand. Because I just want to try to get into Tenpai as we are getting closer and closer to the end of this round. I don't think this is a terrible play. I think too, if we draw into some like dangerous stuff, we will still have to fold. How's this 4 looking? I think it's okay. It's inside Suji to this 1 and the 7. Good. Good. I love extolling the virtues of defensive play and then calling something inside Suji and then getting absolutely destroyed. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate that. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 pairs in our hand, no album out. I think we got to go for it. I think we got to go for the 7 pairs dream, right? What else do we have that's going on here? I mean, the door is the 9 of the door is the 9 of circles. We could maybe use a 9 of circles in our hand, real voice reveal. But like we had a conversation about moving in, and we were just asking each other, like, what is the difference between moving in with someone and getting married to someone? It obviously there's like legal definitions, there's like distinctions, but we were saying, like, at the end of the day, it's basically like marriage. It's like without the ceremony. And so it's I think it's a much bigger commitment than other people think it is, or maybe than other people consider. But this could also be one of those things where like where I think we're being super original and like groundbreaking with this idea, where, you know, you're like a teenager for the first time and you're saying to your friends, what if the red I see is different than the red you see? And you're like, oh, I'm the deepest MFer in the game right now. What do I even discard here, dude? I'm just throwing a terminal tile if this deals me in. So if you're just listening along at home, how do I want to describe what just happened? Oh, we just dealt into a reach, like, oh. Should I have kept a safe tile in my hand? I mean, we need big points, right? We need big points in order to go for something here. I think we got to keep the Dora. I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need big points here. We got to keep the Dora to try to use it, or lose it. I would even go so far as to say use it or lose it. This 8-9 shape, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like if we draw something around the 9, honestly, drawing another 9 would make this the easiest 8-9 discard of my life. 7. Oh, okay. Now, I mean, this is, dude, Mahjong is a cruel game. Mahjong is a King K rule type of game, because it's actually giving me false hope. It's actually giving me false hope. Like, we could very much so get there with this hand. We could absolutely get there with this hand. Can pawn a 5, pawn a 7, pawn a green dragon. Of course, one's already been discarded, so hopefully people let their hair down, let their guard a little down. So I don't know. Let me know what you think about moving in with a significant other. If you've had those types of conversations, or if you've had those types of considerations, you know, I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are. Maybe it's a conversation that's better suited for the Discord, rather than the YouTube comment section, just because of the inherent nature of having a dialogue and sharing ideas. Anyway, the Discord's linked. This is not a plug, but the Discord is linked down below in case you're interested. I should probably be getting rid of the 3 here, because no matter what, we need to pawn the green dragon for this to be a valid hand. And, you know, we can't make this a 3, 4, 5 shape. I was thinking, like, maybe we could go for a, maybe, oh my God, are we in Tenpai? Yes, we are in Tenpai, waiting for a green dragon. Let's go, please. Please give me another green dragon, please. Left Lord pawns their Sea Wind. I mean, that's terrible luck, right? We deal into a Riichi Sumo, or Riichi Ipatsu, 3 green dragon, 3 Oradora. That's brutal. Like, I don't know any other way to put it. We've had 2 hands this game that have had 3 aura in the winning hands. Like, truly ludicrous, right? Move, Ron. Get out the way. Turn the video off. Turn the video off. I can't bear to. I'm too ashamed, and I don't want to stop recording, so I'm gonna need you to turn the video off, okay? Please, a green dragon. Please just draw a green dragon and greed out and discard it, please. So other people are looking at my hand and they're thinking like, what do I have that can make this a valid hand? And maybe it's like I don't know. Maybe other people have keyed into the idea that I can only win via, oh my God, I'm in forever for a 10. I am in forever for a 10 because now I can no longer win on the green dragon. All right, if there was ever a time to get back in the game, this is the moment, okay? Live and die full of hope, or live and fight through your sorrow. A little Oron from Final Fantasy X, okay? What do we got going on here? I will say to you this much. I think what we have in this hand, whole heck of nothing, okay? Very little to do here. We got a 1-2 shape, a 4-6-8 shape. If we draw into a 3, we'll be pretty happy. If we draw into the door of the 8 of bamboo, we'll be pretty happy. I'm not gonna turn my nose up at a pair of the 6 of characters. It's not terrible per se Jackson and the Lightning Thief. No matter what with this hand though, like we slam the Riichi button every single time. If we can just get into Tenpai, we slam the Riichi button every time. But I'm telling you right now, looking at the discards, yeah, like I don't think we're gonna get into Tenpai. Right Lord is discarding good stuff. Left Lord is discarding good stuff. They definitely have a faster hand than what we're looking at here. It's not impossible, by the way. It's not impossible, and I would even go so far as to say it's not even Kim possible that we win this hand, but it's super duper unlikely. And I don't bust out the super duper unless I actually mean it. That's how you know I'm serious. That's how you know I'm serial. Okay, the nut jar right now is probably like a 3 of characters. We throw this followed by like a west wind, and then we call Riichi on a Suji trap. Like that is the best case scenario. I'm gonna discard this because I mean we need the 3 of circles absolutely in order to win this hand. Luckily, none of them have been discarded for us, or you know, discarded in front of us as of late. That's feeling pretty good. Sure, I can keep this shape because it looks like the west wind is probably gonna be our pair. Yeah, okay, this is a little bit dangerous though. Like discarding the 6 of characters is certainly not safe for left lord. Like it's safe-ish for right lord because of inside Suji, but where is this? How has this gotten us into trouble before? You know what I mean? I'm gonna throw the 2 and the 1 here. This 2-3 shape is pretty good. Oh yeah, we're just gonna accept the possibility of a Furiten if we have to wait on a 1-4. That's okay. So what do we want to do here? So there's 28 tiles left in the wall. I think unfortunately what we start to do here is that we start to pawn and chi the tiles that we need. Okay. Can I kick it? A Tribe Called Quest style. Can I get rid of this 4 of characters? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go for it. I have to. I think it's a chi and not a run. I need to get into Tenpai. I have the need for Tenpai, because if we get into Tenpai and it goes to an exhaustive draw, I hate this, by the way. I absolutely hate this. Riichi on the door, it makes things very, very difficult for us. Yeah, we need to, can I get rid of the 3 here? I don't think that I can. Oh, thank you so much for that death sentence. Oh, thank you so much. I love that. So what do we do here? I mean, we can still get into Tenpai, even for an all simples hand, if we discard the west winds. That's okay. That's okay. This can still get us into Tenpai very, very easily. Can pawn a 3 or a 3 here. I gotta go for it. I know we're out of like safe tiles, kind of. We got the 5 of bamboo. It's the only thing that we have left, but we need to stay in the dealer seat if we even want a remote chance of winning this one. How many can we can still win this, by the way. It's very unlikely. I can't, dude. I can't. How many 5s are gone? 1, 2, 3. I mean, they just discarded a 4, so this should be like Suji. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't think I can get rid of the 6. I think the 6 is a little bit zuzzy right now. She and that does not help us get into Tenpai, unfortunately. We need to pawn something right now. Like, this is the last chance that we can pawn something. Okay. So could we have gotten rid of the 6? They did have some shapes in the circle suit, but they were waiting on a 2 of characters ultimately. They called a late game Riichi on a terrible wait. Maybe I should have. I mean, this is a nice learning opportunity, I guess. Like playing safe there, what does it amount to, you know? A little Rush Hour, Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker kind of action. What is it good for? If we play safe there, like, we're gonna lose the game no matter what if we play safe there. So it's an interesting prospect to consider. Now, this hand is okay. We got 1 copy of the Dora. We got a pair of the prevalent winds. It's not large and in charge. It's not enough for us to overtake second place just by this. We would need to draw another Dora. We would need to draw another Dora. We would need to draw another 2 of circles for this to really get my gears turning, right? Alternatively, because we need a big hand to win, I think our best chance at survival is legitimately this half flush in the character suit. I think I gotta go for it here. I think I know opening my hand really cheapens it. Right Lord is gonna pawn. They're not gonna go quietly into this knight. What are they discarding? So this is not all simples. This could be just all triplets or something. I have no idea what's going on. But if the game is gonna keep feeding me these character tiles, I'll take them. I'll absolutely take them. What's the nut draw right now? Nut draw right now is a red 5 in the character suit. That would definitely hit the spot. Also, if we draw into another Dora, it's not game ogre for us. It's not a ogre for us because we can pawn the south one. We can then still get into a triplet of the Dora kind of a situation. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's a little bit dangerous, don't get me wrong, keeping it for so long. I have no idea what Right Lord's doing. And the fact that they're going for all triplets maybe makes me a little scared that, like, I could deal in with this 2 later on. It's definitely a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. I don't even know if this is a shape that we necessarily want to see. Why? Just put me out of my misery, dude. So we need like a Yakuman in order to win. I can't even call Riichi with this hand. So what do we need here? I think it's impossible for us to win. I think we actually need to go for a Yakuman. 4 orphans in our hand. It's not looking great. What else could we even do though? It's hard to say. All simples, but like we would need like the most valuable all simples hand of all time in order to win this one. 7 pairs. 7 pairs could also do it. I'm looking at my tiles right now and trying to think a little bit because it's a tough situation. It definitely is a tough situation. We have all simples here. We can maybe get Pinfu, pure double sequence, a bunch of those things. We probably won't win this game. I don't want to chalk it up to bad luck, but like we definitely should have been more aggressive when we were the dealer. Like when we were the dealer in last place in South 2, that's our last chance. That's literally our last chance for survival. I'm going to throw the 1 right now. If we still draw into the Dora, the 2, we can make use of it. Like, and we could still make use of it in the context of an all simples hand. But what do we need? We need like, we need way too many points. We need like 18 Han. That's a joke, but like barely. We need like 1 million Han in order to overtake second place, right? We probably need like 4 concealed triplets, honestly. Like genuinely, Yakuman is the only way out of this. What else? Oh, we could go for, I was gonna say we could go for a Nagashi Mangan, but that is only still a Mangan. Like even if we take 8,000 points away from Right Lord, it's still not gonna be enough to get us out of last place. So we're hoping that someone else just has a Yakuman. I mean, I want to say this, like, you know, I still firmly believe that, like, you should never give up in a game of Riichi Mahjong. Like, you should never, like, disconnect. But this is one of those games that's, like, it's a little bit hard. You know what I mean? It's like if you're going to see Brie Larson's The Room in theaters, you're not going to leave there feeling like all that in a bag of chips. You know what I mean? You're going to be emotionally stirred. You're gonna be shaken from one of the most understated thrillers of the past few decades. Do I actually like the movie? I mean, I think the movie's not bad. So wait, hang on. If we can't even call Riichi with this hand. What do we have? Like 7 pairs? Like 7 pairs, all simples, red 5. That's still only 4 Han. We can't call Riichi, which is a huge bummer. If we start pawning out the wazoo, we go for all triplets. Here's what I think that we need to do. And I think this is serious. I'm genuinely being 100% serious with you. We need to pawn out the wazoo and start calling Khan. Like, Khan into 4 Dora, Khan into some even more Dora after that. I suppose I can get rid of this 6-7. I mean, we're probably going to deal into someone, but there's nothing we can really do about it. Like, we're hoping to draw the last 4 of circles. After a Khan, you know, all simples, all triplets, like, it's still possible. We are in Tenpai, but we're really hoping to con, like, the 8 of... Oh, we can't even con the 8 of circles. Oh, my God. Okay, so if we draw into... If we draw into maybe under the sea, under the river, but that's still only 1 more Han. We need to see another 4 of circles, basically. All right, a crossroad's gonna pawn. Maybe if we get into an exhaustive draw. If we get into an exhaustive draw. I mean, it's not terrible. If we get into an exhaustive draw, the dealer's in Tenpai and I'm in Tenpai, we get enough points at least to be able to call Riichi next round. And it might be enough to get out of this, because calling Riichi, you know, leads to sumo, it leads to ipatsu, it leads to a way out of this. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Would I take a Ron here? No, I can't even take a Ron here, right? Like, if we Ron here, the game is over with us in last place. We need to pray for an exhaustive draw and for the game not to be all ogre. Tenpai! Oh, this is, at least we got to talk about some interesting stuff today. Oh, man. Oh. Let's look in the logs. Let's look in the logs, because I think this is like one way that we can improve our game, right? Let's think about what we could have done differently. I mean, it's not good because we are in the Shadow Realm. And I'm not going to lie to you. The air in the Shadow Realm does not feel that good. The air in the Shadow Realm does not feel that good. So I started this game off on an absolute freaking heater. I round you, you round me. We're a happy family. I don't even know what I would discard in this situation. You have 5 pairs in your hand, no album out. Probably like the 3 is the safest. All right, the 5, I mean, it's close to the Dora. It's not necessarily that safe. For what, like the chance of 7 pairs? I hit him with an all simples 3 Dora. And then this sumo. I mean, this is a Riichi only hand. But it turned into Riichi Ipatsu Sumo 3 Oradora. This is a Riichi. If this had not been the winning tile, like if they have to wait 1 more, it would have been a Riichi Sumo only hand. It's 2 Han. Like the 3 Oradora is just luck, right? I could have pushed in the starting round. I definitely could have pushed in the starting round. They called an early Riichi. Early Riichis are generally bad. I had a lot of opportunities to get into Tenpai. So is this Tenpai? This is Tenpai, but it's a really bad Tenpai. And this is like a pretty juicy tile. I think it was okay to discard the white dragons here. I think it was okay. Could have taken the Tenpai again, I think, or no, that didn't get us there. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This, we could have discarded the 4 maybe. How many 6s are visible? 3 6s. So I think that we probably like could have thrown this away. We would have had a 3 4 5. This is Pinfu, all simples, pure double sequence. I mean, 3 6s are gone, but they would keep a 6 7 because it's close to the Dora. This is a closed Riichi on the... This is a Sanshoku. Holy moly, this is still pretty strong, despite the fact that it is a closed Riichi. But I don't know. What would you have done here? It's easy to say push because we know in retrospect, right? But there's like 3 6s. There's probably like a genuine like game theory, like calculates the statistics. Can we deal in? What do they have? Like all simples Pinfu, all simples Riichi Pinfu, it's 3 Han. What do we have? All simples Pinfu, pure double sequence potentially. It's also 3 Han. I could have called Riichi here. You know, tonight we dine in hell. I don't think that that's right though. I don't feel like that's right. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I know everything about this hallowed sport that is Riichi Mahjong. I dealt in here because I was just trying to get into Tenpai. This is like a sumo, quote unquote, but I throw a 1 here, right? Oh my god, tell me I throw a 1 here. Tell me I throw... I mean, the 4 lets us still stay in quote-unquote tenpai. The 1 takes us... No, the... Yeah, the 1... No, the 1 doesn't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I throw the 4 here. I throw the 4 here. Even though it's inside Tsuji, it's just... I mean, would they have been able to win off of a 1? No, they're winning on a 2 or a 4. Terminal is just generally going to be safer. Don't throw a tile that's around the Dora. Oh, jeez, Yusong. What happened here? I threw the 4? Oh, my god. I mean, it's inside Tsuji, though. It's as safe as it can possibly get. But there's the chance. And we even called it, right? We were like, the worst case scenario is this prevalent win red 5 all triplets. Oh, and then I deal in again, dude. I deal in again. They call Riichi. What would you have even thrown here? This, right? It has to be this. What? Oh, they could have a 2-3. They could have a 2-3. They could have a 2-3 here, but I don't know. At least if we deal in with this and they have a 2-3, we don't give them the chance at all simples. It should be this. And we deal into effing 3 aura? Unbelievable. 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 And then at this point, we were just getting vampired on. Okay, I throw a 9 here and I get in trouble, right? But a crosslord wasn't even sending off that many signals. That 1-5 is a little tricky. Don't get me wrong, that 1-5 is a little tricky. But right lord, what were you going for? Holy moly. Oh my god, this is a half flush. Why the 8 of bamboo discard? Maybe this was a normal hand going into things. This was a normal hand and you pivoted into the half flush. I love it. I love it. Very zuzzy indeed. This is a very terrifying slew of discards for sure. That 5 of circles discard means that you're very, very close to tenpai. Doesn't have to necessarily mean that. Like left lord discarded a 5 too. But this is feeling like more of a normal hand. And they draw into a red 5. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Dama 10 Pinfu. I mean, it's a good play. It's a good play for sure. And then I'm just destroyed. Alright, friends. That's gonna do it for today's game. It is disappointing. It is disappointing. It is disappointing. If you enjoyed the video, or if you just want to commiserate a little, or if you want to give me a little consolatory hand on the shoulder through the virtual internet, okay? The interwebs. You can always leave a like and a comment. The comments, not gonna lie to you, they've been very funny lately, okay? I've genuinely enjoyed reading the comments. Thank you for indulging me in my silly little comments. You know, my comment solicitations. You can also subscribe if you want to see more new videos every day. Hey, check out the VODs channel down below if you're wanting some more videos, wanting some more company throughout the day. It's getting daily uploads for a while until we catch up. And then you can also join us on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. PST. Link is down below in the description along with the Discord and the aforementioned VODs channel. Until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.